beaches down in Florida. I seen in Georgia, Evergreen. Blue sky in Kentucky. I seen in Colorado Springs. But none of those things are pretty as you. Girl, I can't stand it. Let's move this upstairs. Let me take these two hands, run through your hair. All these things I wanna do are running through my head. Leave your dress in the hall, if the sheets off the bed. I seen a California sunset, I seen the hills on Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen in Georgia, Evergreen. I seen a blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs. But none of those things are pretty as you. No, they ain't, baby. I seen a California sunset, I seen the hills in Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen Georgia, Evergreen. I seen a blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs. But none of those things are pretty as you. Girl, none of those things are pretty as you know. Baby, let your hair down and let's stay on the couch. Put your head on my chest and don't make a sound. We can turn off the phone, forget about the world, 'cause there ain't one damn thing in it that compares to you, girl. I seen a California sunset, I seen the hills in Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen in Georgia, Evergreen. I seen a blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs. But none of those things are pretty as you. Girl, I can't stand it. Let's move this upstairs. Let me take these two hands, run through your hair. All these things I wanna do are running through my head. Leave your dress in the hall, if the sheets off the bed. I seen a California sunset, I seen the hills on Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen in Georgia, Evergreen. I seen a blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs. But none of those things are pretty as you. No, they ain't, baby. I seen a California sunset, I seen the hills in Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen Georgia, Evergreen. I seen a blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs. But none of those things are pretty as you. Girl, none of those things are pretty as you know. Baby, let your hair down and let's stay on the couch. Put your head on my chest and don't make a sound. We can turn off the phone, forget about the world, 'cause there ain't one damn thing in it that compares to you, girl. I seen the California sunset, I seen the hills in Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen the Georgia evergreens, I seen the blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs, but none of those things are pretty as you. Girl, I can't stand it. Let's move this upstairs. Let me take these two hands, running through your hair. All these things I wanna do are running through my head. Leave your dress in the hall, rip the sheets off the bed. I seen the California sunset, I seen the hills in Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen the Georgia evergreens, I seen the blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs, but none of those things are pretty as you. No, they ain't, baby. I seen the California sunset, I seen the hills in Tennessee, I seen the beaches down in Florida, I seen the Georgia evergreens, I seen the blue sky in Kentucky, I seen Colorado Springs, but none of those things are pretty as you. Girl, none of those things are pretty as you, no.
Welcome to the FretJob. Hope everybody's had a good week. The FretJob is a talk show where we get into the bones of the guitar world, and we discuss pretty much anything with strings or any instrument that has anything to do with guitar or dulcimer or mandolin, just about anything. The FretJob is broadcasted live from FretJob Guitar at 228 Jane Trail, Danville, Kentucky. And I am proud to be co-hosting with the owner of FretJob Guitars and the master luthier at FretJob Guitars, my friend Brandon Edwards.
Hey, all right. Everybody, welcome to the FretJob. I'm your host, Brandon Edwards, and let me introduce you my co-host, Jonathan McWhorter. He is a great friend, heck of a real estate agent, one of the greatest musicians I know. He's a great guy to look up to. And I just appreciate him being here with me. Jonathan McWhorter, everybody.
Glad to be here.
And somebody made a comment, and I'll tell you this on stream. So somebody told me they called it the Brand Man and J-Mac in the morning.
Oh,
that was
man.
That was kind of funny.
Well, we appreciate anybody that's on here checking it out, man. That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, for sure. So, everybody, out there, let me know how the audio sounds for you all, how the stream sounds, your feedback that way, but also your interaction. So, you want to take it away with the first part, Jonathan?
Yeah, what we're going to do next is our product spotlight like we do every week. And this week, I am spotlighting the PreSonus Studio 24C. And I'm going to grab one out of the box here and show you what I'm talking about. It is an awesome audio interface. It has two combo inputs, XLR 1/4 inch. This thing, it's awesome, man. It's actually got a dedicated monitor for your headphones, dedicated knob for your volume on that. And it also has another cool feature. It's got a mixer knob, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This mixer knob right here, and what that does is that allows me, it's a more me knob is what it is. More me, less whoever else you've got in the mix. That way you can hear yourself good. So, but you can pick these up for about $170, somewhere between $170 $180.
And I actually own the baby brother to this, or maybe
okay.
Older brother. I own the PreSonus audio box.
Have you had good luck out of it?
Yeah, I used it for streaming many years, so I mean,
good deal,
really
good deal.
Out of it, so
awesome, but
yeah. So
what you got?
The next product spotlight. So we're gonna shout out to Jonathan Bryant, who asked to have a product spotlight on FretJob Guitars. So
awesome.
Finish up this guitar, and I'm actually gonna show the. You see me play. I'll save that one for last. So,
I think you guys will like this guitar. He's really honing his craft.
All right. This is called the Bradcaster. No. But Look how gorgeous this guitar is. It is the Brad Hardin signature um, Frizzell guitar. It is a beauty. I mean, I really like it. So it's I've learned
It
a lot.
really is, man. It really is. I've seen this guitar in person, guys. So listen to him when he says it. He's telling the truth. It's a good feeling guitar too. So
I set out to make this guitar, and I'm excited for when Brad gets it, and when we close all of that, as he's a sponsored artist. But I really truly like this guitar. I spent about 12 months making this. Not 12 months, but I spent a long time crafting this one, and it would have been a lot faster, but waiting on parts from different things. And I did not do the inlay work in this guitar. I had a company called Custom Inlay out of Litchfield, Kentucky. They did the inlay work for me. 001
they're really
in the back.
good, man.
So this guitar features a 25 and a half scale length maple neck with a ebony fretboard with Spretzel tuners, black Spretzel tuners. It features an alder body with EMG 81 and 85 Zach Wild, and it's got a C-shaped neck, and I mean, it is just a beauty. Active pickups, battery box. So, does anybody want to hear a demo of this guitar? Think I should demo it real quick? What?
I'll raise my hand. I want to see a demo.
Okay.
I didn't get to hear it plugged up.
Yeah, so I'll demo it on screen real quick because I think people are going to want to hear that. Let me get my chair adjusted here. And this is a shredder.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, what you think?
I love those EMGs, man. Yeah, man, I love those EMGs.
So, little demo of that guitar. So, I'm super proud. The next one, there's a lot I'm going to do different with these guitars, or some of these guitars. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to do necessarily different. But, I'm pretty excited.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, so Frizzell logo, all that good stuff. It is a beautiful guitar. And Brad Hardy had an offer for this guitar, but it's not for sale, so that's kind of funny.
Man, he hasn't even had a chance to enjoy it yet.
Yeah, but he's got his own custom case, so that is also another cool little feature. So yeah, so we're going to go into the local spotlight. Let me sit back down here. So, yeah. So Chris is in the comments. Before we move on, what did you think about that guitar, Chris? I just want to a little engagement here. See what he thinks about the guitar. I just demoed.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I love it myself.
I think it turned out good. I think they'll keep turning out better and better and better every time I see you pull a new
Yeah,
one out and say, hey, look what I just finished.
yeah. I mean, that's a that's a real beauty guitar. Yeah, beautiful guitar there. So I
Yeah,
was
I love the fact that you put the active pickups in it. I mean,
he wanted it. Yeah, thanks. I mean, it's a beauty. He wanted the guitar like that. At first, I didn't know he wanted active pickups, and then he kind of threw the curveball with me, and those are solderless. So I had to figure all that out and wire all that, but that was not a challenge for me. I mean,
yeah,
I
well,
conquered it pretty easily. And
good
then,
deal.
yeah, so I was really enjoying that. So I'm excited to see him play it on stage even more.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah, so let's go into the local spotlight real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, local spotlight. I'm just going to have to throw this one in there eventually. I had to. And what I'm going to be talking about is Lincoln Realty and Auction Company, and that is where I work. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a realtor. Um, Lincoln Realty and Auction Company has a sister office, and it's called Central Kentucky Realty and Associates. It's right next door to Frizzell Guitar on Jane Trail. But Lincoln Realty and Auction Company is on 703 Danville Avenue, Stamford, Kentucky. It's been serving Lincoln County and the surrounding areas for decades. It is brokered by Denise Pike, who happens to also be my mother. She has been active in real estate in this area for over 25 years, probably more like over 26, but she's been doing it a long time. She's a great broker, and there's a lot of agents there, including myself. We would love to be a part of your experience of buying or selling a home or looking for property or whatever you may need in real estate. Just give me a call at 606-669-8225. That's my cell number. Or you can call the office at 606-365-2331. Thank you.
So, question. So that song by John Michael Montgomery, could we change it to the Lincoln Realty County auction?
I don't know if he'd let us do that or not.
Yeah. So, my local spotlight, um, my local spotlight is actually going to be on Ace Hardware here in town. So there's a reason why I want to pick Ace. I go in there and I need stuff, and unlike these big box stores like Lowe's, Walmart, whatever, there's always a face to help me to find what I need. And they've carried stuff that nobody else carries that I've needed in a pinch, and that they've just been a one-off and carried it. That's something so
Yeah.
crazy. And it's like, man. And they got a very friendly team over there, and anything or any time I try to do something or I need to go over there, I'm always greeted with a friendly face.
Yeah, I was just in there the other day, man. They've got a lot of stuff in there. You go in there and get glass cut, stuff like that, whatever you
Yeah,
need, man. And
I went and got
thermostats.
I went and got a light bulb this morning because I bought a vintage Pepsi clock, and literally I brung in the old light bulb. Sit here. He found it in 2 seconds, got me a great price, and I was able to go back to the front and check out. So I mean, it was painless.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Got to
So
support them local businesses, guys. If you're ever in Danville, stop by some of these places. Check them out. They'll treat you right.
yeah. So now we're going to go on with the product spotlight. So we're going to be talking about guitars. $450 or less. What is the best guitar for under $450? Acoustic, electric, all that above. So Jonathan, you're going to kick it off with the first guitar.
Yep. All right, guys. This is our main topic for the day. And, you know, sometimes it's a challenge looking for instruments that are under $450, especially in today's world. You know, everything's high now. But I have managed to round up a few that impressed me enough to talk about them. The first one I'm going to talk about is I'm doing acoustics for right now. We'll do a little curveball later, but is the Fender Newport Player. And the reason I picked it is because You can pick the guitar up for under $450, and it has a solid spruce top, solid mahogany back and sides. I'm sorry, it's a laminate mahogany back and sides, but it's a solid spruce top. And man, anymore, when you go to buy a guitar for under $450, a lot of them don't even have a solid top. I mean, you have to look a little bit just to find one with a solid top at that price point. But this one does have a solid top, and they've got that cool Strat headstock, man, on an acoustic. So I kind of dig that, the California style headstock.
Yeah, for sure. That's super cool. So you want to take it away with another acoustic?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and run through these. I've got 5 acoustics here. I'll run through them.
Yeah.
The other one is a lot similar to that guitar, and it's even a little bit cheaper. I think you can pick it up for around $400, and it is the Redondo player.
Okay.
Now it does not list the back and sides wood on this one, but it is $50 cheaper. But it also has a solid spruce top, which, guys, that's the main thing. You want that solid top. So both of those are steel string acoustics. Both of them have that Strat style headstock that I think is cool on an acoustic. The next one I'm going to talk about is right at $449, and it is the Cordoba C5CE. It's a cutaway. It's an electric, but it's a nylon string guitar. This thing's got a solid cedar top and a laminate mahogany back and sides, but it has a solid mahogany neck. And like I said, those are around $449.99.
Yeah. So that's great. So we want to hear your input, what you think about the guitars that we picked on our list here and whatnot with that. So
throw in what you think about nylons in general too.
Yeah, what you think about? So I'm going to end his list is I picked one acoustic that I'm going to talk about, and this is one that was near and dear to me.
I actually have one more acoustic here.
Oh yeah.
You want me to do it before we switch? Yeah, the last acoustic guitar I'm going to talk about that's under $450 is the Little Martin. The Little Martin is a go-to guitar for traveling. It's a cool guitar to play when you're sitting on the couch. It's got a solid spruce top. It's got their HPL laminate back and sides. It is laminate back and sides. But I've played some of these things, man, and for $450, I mean, you can record with these things, man. They sound pretty daggone good.
And these are Mexican-made, right?
They are Mexican-made. I'm usually not huge on the Mexican-made stuff, but the Little Martin, for what you're paying for it, you know, you're paying a lot less than you are for a Nazareth, Pennsylvania Martin. And then I've got a baritone ukulele I wanted to throw on there just because I'm a uke guy, and I've actually got one of them, and it's a Kala, Kaasac Acacia. It is all solid wood for around $400, and it's all solid acacia. It's got a solid rosewood fingerboard, slotted headstock, and I'm going to hold one up here and just show you real quick before Brandon takes over.
Yeah, go ahead.
But man, for $400, it's got these cool inlays. I don't know how good of a view you've got of it. It's got some really pretty acacia, man. It's actually got wood binding, rosewood binding. It's a pretty nice little piece, man. It does not have electronics, but for $400 to have an all solid wood piece with real pearl inlays and rosewood fingerboard, I'm tickled to own it for $400. That's my last acoustic hoorah there.
Yeah, so people watching in, so we're talking about best guitars under $450. We're talking about acoustics. We're going to talk about electrics here, but I figured I'd do one acoustic. So
This
is back after I graduated high school and I was starting to really find who I was playing, and picked up a job playing for church, and I had actually, funny story, had went to this flea market, and this guy had 2 brand new Cort acoustic electric guitars there, and I picked one up. And I mean, this is mahogany back and sides, but it was a really sweet guitar. It played great, sounded great, and they got one here called the Grand Regal Series, open pour, and it's auditorium style. But these are really good guitars for the buck. I mean, you get this guitar here for $300, and I think I paid $300 for mine. Man, it was great. It looked pretty, sounded great, and it had tone that I'd never heard out of a guitar before. That and I was in the
Yeah.
process. I still have my Takamine and stuff, but I wanted something else to play because I was tired of that talk. Not saying I didn't hate it. I didn't want to play it. I just played it so much that I was tired
Ready
of
for
it.
something different.
Yeah, I was ready for something different, and that was kind of for me. That was something different that I could give in a guitar.
Yeah, man, Court, man, I've never had any experience with their acoustics, but, I've had
Yeah,
friends that had their basses, man. They make a solid instrument.
yeah. I mean, they do make some cheaper, like, you don't want to buy instruments, I'll be honest there.
Yeah,
Like these
yeah,
track
yeah.
copies. Like, but they make some pretty decent stuff when you start getting over $300 with Court. I
Man,
mean,
most companies have something that's in that you shouldn't buy it category.
yeah. And then Court also makes like in the $1,000 range guitars as well now.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, they're pretty solid for what you get. So,
There's a lot of old brands that have come back that are making acoustics. There's a lot of new brands making acoustics, like D'Angelico. They've got some cool acoustics out there, and some of them aren't that crazy expensive.
yeah, for sure. So, I mean, he's talking about acoustics. I do have a soft spot for acoustic guitars because I've owned many more acoustics than I have electrics over the years, just because I was
Yeah,
I've always loved an acoustic guitar. So, I mean, you can find a decent playing acoustic under $450 and gig with it, play with it, and get by. I mean, you could you could get, I'm not sure exactly on the price, but at one point, I think you could get one of those Epiphone J200s for around 450, maybe 500. But I mean,
yeah,
you're getting a solid guitar for the price of the money.
yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, you're
Yeah,
spending
I'd rather go ahead and get, if I could find me a guitar that's the thing of it is get it set up. If it's set up right, you can take a guitar that's at least got a solid top, and it's a usable piece, man. Some of them are
yeah.
pretty decent.
Oh, 100% decent. Like, that's what I say. Another thing I was going to mention here is, I mean, you don't have to go crazy on the money to start off, especially if you're on a budget and you've got kids, you got bills, you got house payment, car payment, and you're wanting something that you can actually be proud to play. You can get some decent guitars under that price. And I'm going to
Yeah.
talk about the electric end of it now. And so I'm going to kick it off here with my first one, and I've got it on my phone. So give me just one. So it's just a little bit over $450. It's $459. $9 ain't gonna make a. But I had one of these come through my shop. It's actually sitting over there now across from me for repair. It's a classic vibes 50s Stratocaster, and man, that thing is so sweet playing and so good feeling. I mean, I would play that guitar on stage any day of
Is
the
it a
week.
Squire?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a classic vibe. It's got the poly neck. It's got the good logo. I mean, it's not cheap looking. It actually looks like a decent Fender guitar. And I am crazy. You want me to go grab this guitar?
Yeah, sure. Go grab it.
Yeah. So this
If
is
you can see
actually a
it,
this
why
is
not look at it?
yeah this is actually a customer's guitar, but I'm gonna show you this guitar. So I just finished up this repair on Saturday, and honestly, if I had the money, I'd try to talk this guy out of it because I am in love with this guitar. So I don't know how well you can see that, but
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
there you go. You can see it better now.
Finish looks cool on it.
Yeah, so it's got a urethane neck. Make it where you can see it good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. That is super, super cool. So, this guitar was in the shop because the action was super, super high, and it just needed a bad setup and cleaning and all that.
But like I said a minute ago with the acoustics, you can buy an electric like that, set it up, and man, you can evolve with that electric because later on you could throw different pickups in it if you wanted to. Or, you could do a lot
And
of
isn't
things.
isn't there a guy that plays on stage and he uses Squire guitars?
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are some
And
guys
he's a
that are out
well-known
there.
guy that has money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this back up, but I just wanted to show that and how cool of a piece that guitar is. Man, having this guitar here, it kind of makes me want to get one. No joke. I've got the top of the spectrum here, Gibson Les Paul, but man, I want one of those. I do.
I don't blame you, man. I mean, cool is cool. If it's cool, it just is. The price doesn't dictate whether it is or not. I mean, most of the time it corresponds with that, but I mean, that little guitar, if it plays good, I think it looks good. I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
All right, here's the next thing that I am going to talk about here on the list. We're going to feature Epiphone. So for $449, you can get a Les Paul Special TV Yellow. Just like the Gibson Les Paul TV Yellow. It's got two P90 pickups. It's like the iconic TV Yellow with P90 soap bar pickups, CTS electronics. I mean, for $449, you're getting a solid guitar. It's inspired by Gibson collection, and it's the inspired by Gibson 1950s Epiphone Les Paul Special. Mahogany body, iconic TV Yellow, and P90 Pro soap bar pickups, and CTS electronics, man. You ain't going to get that anywhere else for the price.
I like P90s.
Yes. I mean, who doesn't like a Les Paul? Who doesn't like a TV Yellow Les Paul Jr.? I mean,
Heck yeah, I like the juniors too. I like those old Melody Makers.
Yeah, with the I mean, I'm excited. I mean, Epiphone's made some pretty rockin' rag guitars out there these last couple years, and it's like, wow.
And then back in their vintage days, man, last Tuesday, you had me loving that Japanese Epiphone.
Okay, so I returned that back to the customer, and they were super, super excited about that guitar. Man, they just looked at it and they said they were excited. He said, I'm gonna have brownie points for being the best son, and he's got siblings, so you know that he's gonna be the best out of his kids.
Oh yeah,
that guitar, because it's his mom's guitar. She bought it back in 1970, and she plays it still to this day. But she was playing that guitar, I literally kid you not, since. And she knows how to play, and that is fixed. He looked at it and said, man, this don't even look like the same guitar. Where's my guitar? He's like, it's fixed. He's like, it's cleaned up. The frets are shiny. He said, I ain't ever seen work that good from somebody. He's like, you actually go above and beyond what you're supposed to with your repairs. But I try to.
Well, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That's how you keep getting business.
Oh, yeah. I've got 5 guitars for repair today when this show ends. I've got a full-fledged, non-stop, balls-to-the-wall day.
That's awesome. That's what you want to hear. That's what I want to hear, man.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, that TV Yellow is iconic. And Les Paul Special Junior is what I call it. It's got the Indian Laurel fingerboard, medium jumbo, Graphtec nuts, set neck, perloid dots. I mean, this is a great freaking guitar for the money.
I've been seeing a lot of Indian Laurel here lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that TV Yellow is iconic. And Les Paul Special Junior is what I call it. It's got the Indian Laurel fingerboard, medium jumbo, Graphtec nuts, set neck, perloid dots. I mean, this is a great freaking guitar for the money.
I've been seeing a lot of Indian Laurel here lately.
Yeah. And if any of you guys that work with Gibson are watching, Chris and some of them, you've played some of those Epiphones, and you've like compared to the point. And I think here in a couple weeks, well, me and John are going to have to talk about it. I think we may do an Epiphone versus Gibson and
Cool.
compare my Les Paul to like an actual, and then compare my Epiphone acoustic to an actual.
Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so the next on my list is I'm gonna throw a bass in here. So I'm gonna throw a bass.
Just about gotta have a bass.
So this is a bass that I heard about a couple years ago. So it's a top seller for Guitar Center for everywhere. So it's a Yamaha BB234 electric bass, white pickguard, gloss finish, alder body, C profile neck, and it's got a custom wound P&J style pickups. And it's an Epiphone, and it's at $309.99.
$309.99.
Yes, for sure.
Man, you can't get nothing for that. I mean,
I
that's
know.
crazy.
And you're getting an alder body. That is nuts for the price.
That is nuts.
And you think about it on those guitars, man. I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, I'm not much of a bass player, but I mean, that sounds like a pretty rockin' bass to me.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, and you all let me know what you think. What you think's the best guitar under 450? If you're watching this later on YouTube or you're watching it live with us now, what do you think is your best acoustic, your best electric under $450?
And it's harder than you think, guys, to go through there and pick out what you. I mean, there's plenty of them out there under that price, but it's harder than you think to go through there and pick out which ones you really think are the value.
Yeah, like 100%. And everybody's going to have their own opinion when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Opinions are like a bud. Everybody's got one. I'll just say it now.
Oh, man. What's you got any more, or is it my turn?
I've got one more.
All right.
And this last one is going to be a hollow body. And it comes in at $449.99. And that is an Ibanez Artcore full hollow body jazz guitar.
Sure am glad I changed mine. Because that's the one I was going to throw out for my electric, but I got a different one.
Oh, dang. All right.
Hey, great minds think alike.
Yes. So, I really do like this this guitar here. They've got one in transparent red burst and jet blue burst. So those.
And
are
man,
solid
they look a
guitars.
lot like. Is it the double cut?
Or for Gibson? No, they look like a Super 400 or something along those lines.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are nice guitars, man.
Yes, they are very nice guitars. I mean, if you've been playing for a couple years and you still can't afford to get that nicer $1,000, $2,000 guitar, or you could do yourself a favor. And also, I'm gonna throw this out before he takes over. You can find a Mexican like Strat Telly, a good one
On the used market, yeah.
for this price. So I mean, you have options for under a certain price point.
Absolutely, you really do, man. Good options. I've
Yes.
saw some Mexican Strats and Tellys that impressed me, man. They really did.
Like, I'm right there on the same spectrum as you are. I've seen some that really, truly impressed me as well.
Yeah. So I did pick out an electric guitar for under $450. It's right at $449.95. But the one that I picked out is the G&L Tribute Fallout. And man, this thing's got Alnico P90 soap bar at the neck. It's got humbucker at the bridge. It's a good looking guitar, man. Check them out. They G&L makes good stuff, man. I mean, Leo Fender, he was a genius, man.
Oh, Lord, yeah. George and Leo Fender, they left, and then shortly after that, didn't he start Music Man?
Yeah, they did Music Man, and then G&L took off. And man, I mean, if you ever this one I'm talking about, it's like we said, it's under $450. But if you go into G&L's higher end stuff, I mean, those are some Cadillac bolt-on neck guitars, man.
Yeah, and Blake Baker says, great podcast. I really enjoyed listening to this discussion. Good stuff.
Good deal, man. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Come back. I mean, every Tuesday.
Yeah, and by the way, if you need any kind of video work, photography work done, go call Blake Baker. He is truly an artist, and I am super pleased with the work he's put out so far, for me personally.
And while I'm thinking about it, I want to throw some credit out there to a friend of mine, Brandon. I'm sure he'll eventually get to meet him, but Robbie Bodner, or Robert Bodner, he actually wrote and produced the backing track that you heard us jam to at the beginning. So he made us a good backing track. We really appreciate that. We want to give him credit for it. Robert Bodner, thank you, man.
Yeah, so thank you, Robert. I really enjoyed. My fingers just like moved through that backing track like butter. So
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking about the options here. There's so many options that we have, that you have, and we gave you great choices in the acoustic world. Go out and try these for yourself and tell me how they compare to your $2,500 guitar and stuff. I mean, you can.
And guys, if he don't have them hanging on the wall, he will try to find what you want at Frizzell Guitars.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll try to find it. And, you know, I'm super happy with everything that I've had so far. And we're hopefully going to have some new guitars in here by the middle of next week, which is pretty cool. A whole bunch of them.
Hey, there's some good stuff hanging in there worth of money right now, man. There really is.
Okay, so I wasn't going to mention this, but I guess I will. I've got a $350 Oscar Schmidt's OM style guitar, and that is actually a pretty decent guitar for the money. It's not acoustic electric; it's just acoustic, but it's actually a pretty.
And it's a pretty guitar.
Yeah, it is a pretty guitar, so I am pretty excited with all of that.
Come in and look at it.
Yeah, come in.
And I hope you all like this local spotlight thing we're doing too, man. And that's kind of like when I just gave Robbie credit for doing that backing track, and you gave a shout out for your photographer buddy. Man, we got to support these people around here that have a skill that are putting it to use.
Yes, because not only are we on a brighter spectrum, we also want to make this a local radio show, local podcast show, as long as the brighter bounder spectrum. So
yeah, man, I want to see people around here local get to do what they want to do and try to make a living at it, man. I mean,
yes, I am right there with you. And there's a lot of stuff out there. Like last week we talked about, I'll touch up on last week's topic just a little bit. Last week we talked about amps, pickups, and all that. I mean, you could find under $450. There's like $250 for that Court. It's a great sounding guitar, and for under probably $150, you can find an acoustic amp. And man, you've got a great pairing.
Yeah. I've got a little acoustic amp right back here behind me. That Acoustasonic, I gave under $100 for it. It'll do anything you want to do at home, but if you take it like to say you play at church, all you got to do is mic that thing, man, and you get that Acoustasonic circuitry, and you can make it as loud as you want to make it.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Under $100.
I mean, yeah. So
there's deals to be found out there all the way through the music equipment realm.
Yeah, and we've got a great sale going on of drumsticks right now and some other various audio equipment. But you know, I'm pretty excited for what's to come for the company, what's to come for me, our show. And I just want to say thank you all for the support that you've given us so far. Me and Jonathan are so greatly appreciated for all the love and support you give me with the store, for FretJobs, and for keeping my workbench busy, and for me and Jonathan with the podcast.
Yeah, man. This podcast thing, we had a quick idea and we jumped into it quick, and we're catching up to ourselves every week just a little bit more, man. And I feel like it's getting better, and I think we're going to have some really good episodes. We're going to try to get some more guests in here. I mean, we want to get our experience, a little more experience in, and get our A game going, and give you all some good content to watch.
And over the next week, who do you want to see as a guest in here?
Yeah, we can't promise anybody, but we promise we'll try to get them.
Yeah, for sure. So it's been a fun episode.
Yeah, man, good episode.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attempt to play a little song for you all. Since people asked for songs last week, one song only, and the song's already pre-picked, and there'll be no more songs after that. I deeply apologize, but there'll be one song. If you would like to hear any songs, you can bring your butt here in person, and I'll play it for you face to face.
So we're gonna close it out with this song then.
Yeah, we're gonna close it out with this song.
Y'all have a good week, man. Thanks for coming and watching the Fret Job.
And all right, that sounds pretty good to me. What about you, Jonathan?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's start this. So, here we go. Said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, when a moment came and stopped me on a dime. Spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options, talking about sweet time. I asked you when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news, man? What'd you do? He said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, and I love deeper, and I fall sweeter, and I gave forgiveness, I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance, live like you were dying. Said I was finally the husband. Most of the time I wasn't. I became a friend would like to have. All of a sudden going fishing wasn't such an imposition, and I went 3 times that year. I lost my dad, but I finally read the good book, and I took a good long hard look. What I'd do if I could do it all again. Then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 207 seconds on a morning from and I love deeper, and I go sweeter, and I need forgiveness. I've been lying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance. Live like you were dying, like tomorrow was a gift. Got eternity. Think about what would do with it. What would I do with it? I went skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went 2.7 seconds on a born April man too. And I love deeper, and I go sweeter, and I watched an eagle as it was flying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance. Live like you were dying. Woo! How was that, Jonathan?
Sounds good, man. That's fun.
That was just you sounded great on the harmonica, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'll be glad when we can get this to where everything's perfect between our lag and all that, man. But yeah, I enjoy playing harp. That's one of the funnest things I do, man. So
yeah. So Blake said, "Daggone, man, I'm digging that harmonica. It's hard to find a good harmonica player. Keep it up, brother."
Hey, man, I ain't quitting. I ain't going nowhere. You know where to find me.
Yes. Thank you, Blake. I
appreciate that, buddy.
So a little backstory real quick since we got a few minutes. That is one of my favorite songs, and I always think about that song is, what would you do if you never had tomorrow, or the doctors told you that you didn't have long? What would be you? Would you go skydiving? Would you go Rocky Mountain climbing?
Yeah.
It really makes you think of tomorrow, and it makes you hold on to the loved ones that you have and that you're thankful. So that's always been a real humbling song to me. And Tim McGraw does a great job of that song.
Yeah, it's a good song, man.
Yeah. So let us. We appreciate everybody coming out to the FretJob. Oh, before we end, I do have a tip of the week that I want to give.
Give it.
So, the tip of this week is, make sure when you buy a guitar comes in, at least let it set for a couple hours if it's been real cold before you open up the box. So it just basically gives the time for the wood, the guitar, all that.
Acclimate.
Acclimate. So that's pretty good. You got a player tip for us, Jonathan?
Player tip. If you use a capo on your acoustic or electric, check the tuning, man, after you do it. A lot of people, they'll tune their guitar up and throw that capo on there and then just start jamming. When you throw that capo back on there, check your tuning again, because a lot of people end up sharp, especially on their high and low E. So that's my player tip, man.
Yeah, and especially if you don't have a guitar that's got like a good tuners on it that don't have a great gear ratio, it's going to be a little bit more. So
yeah, absolutely. I use that sweet spot tuning when I'm using a capo. You know what I mean? I'm just a little flat when I do it, and that's the sound I'm looking for. But yeah.
Yeah, so we're happy you got to spend your mornings with us, your Tuesday morning with us, and we look forward to next week's episode and what's to come. I'm your host, Brandon Edwards, and
I am your co-host, Jonathan McWhorter. Thanks for watching the FretJob, guys.
The FretJob. Woo!
Have a good week.